Okay, this is like my third time recording this. Doing every single UN member state. I'm gonna try to go fast this time because I just wasted like 9 minutes. I messed up on Tuvalu. Um, so I'm gonna try and get to where I was and then start talking again because I kind of don't want to repeat everything I just said. Trinidad and Tobago is right next to Brazil, Cambodia. I was saying though, many countries you can just remember their outlines or the general position like Li, La, E. So Lativa is the second one in the. There's a name for him, I forget what, but Cape Verde is an island. Barbados is off to the side doing its own thing. Sorry. Kazakhstan is the big one in the stands up here. South Africa is obviously South Africa. Equatorial Guinea is a smaller Guinea. And also, Guinea-Bissau up here is next to all the French colonies, and I think Bissau is a French name, so makes sense. I'll explain my method of learning the Caribbean, or this island range of the Caribbean. So I remember it's CAD, so Saint Kitts and Nevis, Antigua and Barbuda, and then Dominicana, I don't know. There's two saints. This is Saint Lucia and Saint Vincent, I think. Saint Lucia, L is first in the alphabet, so it goes first. And then right down here is Grenada, and then off to the right is Barbados. So that's kind of just how you remember that. Um, this is also kind of a hard part. Uh, so I messed up on the first time. The stands. This is Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. It's kind of you kind of gotta remember it. I know this one, Turkmenistan. If it kind of like faces Turkey, it kind of looks like it's looking towards Turkey. You can kind of tell like that. Uh, but yeah. Also here, these kind of countries are kind of hard because they kind of look the same. I remember Togo's in the middle, and then Benin kind of looks like a chicken wing, and Ghana is the biggest one. Oh, I think I'm gonna try it. I don't know what I'm at right now. 24. I think once I get to 50, I'm gonna start taking it slow again because I kind of messed up last time because I wasn't really thinking. Because I do know Oceania, but I'm not. It's kind of my weakest region. I don't have the same trick to learn it like I do the Caribbean. So it's kind of just general memorization. Um, that's Fiji. I messed up on Tuvalu, which is right here. And now it was right there. So I don't want to do skips, but if I'm not really sure like of an oceanic country, I might skip it just to save the run. Because I really don't want to restart. Dominican Republic, I remember it's to the right of Haiti. Republic, right? Some of the tricks are pretty dumb, but they work. They work. Costa Rica, Central America is pretty easy. It's only a couple countries. Matusha. Better than chicken wing again. Yeah, Turkmenistan. Safe faces Turkey. Cameroon. These African countries kind of gotta know by the shape. Kuwait. It's very dumb how I remember this one. It kind of looks like a triangle, so it's kind of like a cute triangle. Kuwait. Yeah. Afghanistan. Jordan. Sao Tome and Principe is a very obscure country. These countries, the Mans, I guess. You remember, yeah, Yemen, Yao, Yemen, Oman. Ghana's the biggest one, but that's Ivory Coast. But they're kind of the same shape, so I'm getting confused. Uruguay is under Paraguay and Brazil, so I remember that. Kiribati totally off to the right over here. India. Okay, wait, once I get to like 90, once I get to 100 more, I'm gonna start going slower, I think. Even though the only region I'm really worried about, I can always like mess up anywhere. I just not think. But the only region I'm worried about is like I said, Oceania. That's Qatar, because that's about right up here. Tunisia, I don't know how you say it. Jamaica. The Republic of Congo is a big one in the middle of Africa. Syria, Ukraine, Sweden, Scandinavia is done. Egypt, Argentina, France. Alright, this is like is on top of Austria. These African countries like Eritrea, you can kind of remember from the shape of them. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the 100 mark. Sotho is pretty easy to remember because it's in the middle of South Africa. Guinea is a pretty recognizable shape, so Laos is right there. And you know, memorize the shape. Brunei's under Rwanda. Croatia's in Micronesia, it's right there. It's kind of makes sense, or yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's next to um, Indonesia, or you know, because it's Micronesia, but this is next to Indonesia, but this is Paru, I think, or I think something like close to that. So it's not the closest one, but it's pretty close. Solomon Islands, I know that's right here, because this is Marshall Islands up here. This is Nauru, uh, Vanuatu, I think, or it starts with a V, I think. This quiz does not have this quiz does not have Palestine, by the way, because it doesn't qualify to be a UN member state because it's disputed apparently. Or yeah, I thought it was disputed. I was clicking on the wrong one right there. Um, Indonesia. Okay, we're past 100. I have done this before, so I'm not too worried, but I just want to record it. So CAD, and then Lucia's right there. It's before St. Vincent. Luxembourg, Guatemala is the border of Mexico. So this one's Uzbek, and this is Kyrgyzstan. Yeah, so it's CAD, again, CAD, Kits, Zuga, and Dora, you remember, 'cause that's kind of I believe historically it's called or maybe it's the people that live there is the Aquitaine, um, little region, I guess. Morocco's closest place, I believe it's closest part of Africa to Europe. So it's, you know, if they're gonna build a bridge, it's where they do it, apparently. Well, I don't think it's possible, I believe. Or maybe it's just really hard, I don't know. Haven't keeping up on that. Alright, yeah, again, so CAD, that's gonna be the last CAD. Kits, Antigua, and Dominica. Probably remember it's all to the left. That's how I remember it. I don't know. It's kind of I can remember the kind of the outlines, the outer countries, but the yeah. I just don't know like I can probably point them out, just deduce where they are because I know other countries, but uh, still my worst region is Oceania. So we're looking pretty good right now, but I want to jinx myself. And Marshall Islands, Oceania again. It's right here. Romania, Romania. Vanuatu is this outer one right here. Yeah, I was down there. I was down myself there for a second. Botswana, Botswana, Zimbabwe. They kind of look the same like shape and same, place, around the same place geographically. So B becomes words in the alphabet. You would like that. Madagascar, Azerbaijan, Grenada is the last country in this whole island range if you don't count Trinidad and Tobago. Okay, what am I doing? That's right there. Slovenia, Nauru, another oceanic country. This is Nauru though, and that's Tuvalu. That's how I messed up last time. So I don't want to do it again, kind of right your wrongs. Ethiopia, Nigeria, most popular country in Africa, Mali, Iraq, smaller republic, Haiti, Samoa. Are we done with? Okay, we aren't close to being done with. Two more in the Oceania. Bahrain. Map's getting pretty white now. Like three in a row. Like, same latitude line right there. Slovakia, Guinea-Bissau is the French one. Sorry. Tonga's down here. So this last one, and I think it's Vanuatu. But I will recognize the name if it's not. So should be good on either way. Japan, Hungary, Europe's done. Yeah, Europe's done. Liberia is formed by former slaves of America. That's why it has the American, very close to the American flag. Central African Republic. I always hated that name. Hopefully it's not horrible or anything. But still, it's a very creative name. Hopefully it's not, rooted in like murder or it's like a cultural. I don't know. Yeah, it's Tuvalu. This is Vanuatu, and it's Tuvalu. So Oceania's done. Uh, and then Caribbean's done. Kyrgyzstan. Uh, Asia's done other than Taiwan. Papua New Guinea. Because I guess Oceania is fully done now. Gabon. South Sudan. Oh, we're done. I did not. I thought we had the 80. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought it was 80, not 190. Well, yeah, it just takes some practice. Um, but it's not too hard once go by region, just get them, and then, eventually just draw them into your head. So, hopefully enjoyed that. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, hopefully learned something.